Anonymous posts. If anybody knows me, you guys know Amy Plano, the reimbursement dietitian, is not a fan of anonymous posts. In fact, it's not something I ever comment on in the public Facebook pages, nor do I allow my coaching clients to post anonymously. This is a long overdue video, and I want to share my thoughts and my opinions, which are not your thoughts and your opinions. You can totally have your own view on this topic, but I wanted to share my thoughts, three thoughts on why I personally feel like there is a very large negative connotation surrounding anonymous posts. So, what's an anonymous post? So, it is exactly what it sounds like. Facebook now allows you to remain anonymous, kind of strip your name and ask a post. And this is become increasingly popular in a lot of the entrepreneurial spaces for dietitians. Okay. And so I want to talk about my reasons, once again, not your reasons, why I do not feel like anonymous posts are helpful for anyone. So, anonymous posts in the entrepreneurial space for dietitians, I firmly believe, are one of the most damaging trends in online business communities. They strip away the most powerful element of entrepreneurship, which is ownership. Okay. One of the core values of my practice, number two core value, is actually own your shit. So for me, ownership is one of the main underlying facets of how and why we do business at the Plano program. Because if you're building a business, if you're building a massive empire, you're asking people to trust you. You're asking people to buy from you. You're asking people to follow your lead. Yet you're unwilling to attach your name to your business and your own ideas. That to me is a massive red flag for future endeavors for you in the entrepreneurial space. So for me, anonymity lowers the bar, like super low, like lower than surface level for the meaningful conversations that one can have. It makes it easier for people to give vague advice, unsubstantiated claims, and basically performative vulnerability to take center stage. For dietitians, is especially harmful for three reasons. Okay, so let's get to it. So, first, it fosters fear. It fosters fear instead of confidence, right? It reinforces the idea that it is unsafe to show up as a professional with questions, right? I have based my whole career as a business coach on falling in piles of shit that I never wanted to fall in, right? But not to be a martyr, but there was nobody to ask questions to. And you better bet your bottom dollar if there was a Facebook page, space, anybody in 2007 that I could ask these questions to, I would be showing up proudly as an entrepreneur, knowing shit is hard, asking questions. So, posting anonymously does nothing for your self-confidence. And what I can tell you single-handedly, the only reason why I am successful is because I believe I can, right? And so can you, right? You can be equally, if not, I hope more successful than me, but you need confidence first. And posting anonymously is not going to get you there. Second, it blocks a genuine connection in networking. Two things dietitians need more of to build sustainable pipelines, collaborations, and communities, right? Private practice is about the business of creating relationships, right? That is how we get busy in our practices. That is how we stay busy in our private practices, right? So being anonymous does not foster any sense of community. And third, it undermines credibility in a field, our fucking field, already fighting for professional recognition and reimbursement, right? If we do not take ourselves seriously in public spaces, why should anyone else, right? And I want to piggyback on that because historically, dietitians, they love to complain. And even these anonymous people, they love to complain, but they are never willing to own their shit. They are never willing to own their shit and advocate for our profession, right? So I am blown away when people will anonymously post complaints about other disciplines when these same motherfuckers are posting anonymously, right? As dietitians, like we want all of this acclaim. We want to be recognized as legit health professionals, but the majority of us spend our time behind a ghost-like wall, not even saying who we are. So if you have a question, ask it with your name on it. If you have a lesson, right? Own your experience, right? That is what has built my practice. That is what built my coaching business is shitty experiences that I'm not afraid to admit. I have shitty experiences and do stupid shit all day long. And I share those experiences because I do not want you to go through those experiences. So building in public is messy, but it's how you build credibility, relationships, and it is how you actually grow. Okay? Entrepreneurship is not a whisper game, right? If you are not really willing to be seen, you're not really in the game. Okay? I know. I am super emotional about that topic because I know firsthand how hard building a nutrition practice is. I know how hard building a coaching business is, right? But what I can tell you from my experience is that I want you to benefit from my experiences. And it's those moments when when our practices are dumpster fires of shit, right? That's when we grow. That's when we learn, right? And we all have hard seasons, but remaining anonymous does not serve you. It does not serve our profession, right? And so my plea to you is to think about this conversation that you and I just had today and not be bashful. And then will people maybe challenge you and judge you? Yes, they will. But guess what? They're going to challenge and judge you probably more so posting anonymously. I learned a long fucking time ago that no matter what I did, good, bad, ugly, or different, there was going to be somebody who disagreed with me. There was going to be somebody who criticized me, right? So I might as well do what I fucking want to do and get the answers I want to get by remaining fully present. So that's my rant. Share this shit with anybody because I know that I am not the only one rolling my eyes at anonymous pose. But I wanted to share why I feel this way. I wanted to share why I do not think this serves our profession, which is already struggling. Okay. So I love you guys. I do not say this to be an asshole. I say this because I have advocated tirelessly for the last 20 years as a registered dietitian to be all that we can be, to be a 10.0 version of us. And this does not help us.